Among the billions of pages written throughout history, there is one book whose every word remains undeciphered. Neither a linguist, nor a code breaker, nor the world's most powerful artificial intelligence has been able to unravel its secret. It all began in 1912, when Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish bookseller, rummaged through a dark library in Italy. Hidden behind dusty shelves, this leather-bound manuscript, filled with strange drawings, would change his life and history forever. As he turned the pages, plants of another world and unknown maps of the sky emerged. When Voynich introduced the book to the world, the greatest intellectual challenge in human history began. Was the book real or a cleverly designed forgery? Modern science sought the first answer through carbon dating. The results were shocking. The book was written in the early 14th century, that is, just before the beginning of the 1400s. Just before the Renaissance, in a dark corner of Europe, someone meticulously crafted these mysterious lines. This manuscript, now kept in the most secure vault at Yale University, invites us on a journey that pushes the boundaries of the mind. The first element that makes the writing so mysterious is that the language used is unlike any other language family on Earth. The words have a specific grammatical structure, letter repetitions, and fluency. In other words, it's not made up of randomly scribbled letters. There is not a single trace of scribbling, correction, or pause in the writing. The writer seems to have complete mastery of this unknown language. But the truly shocking part is that the book is divided into sections. The first section is entirely about botany, that is, plants. Of the hundreds of plants depicted on the pages, not a single one that lives on Earth could be identified. Where do these plants grow? As we turn the pages, we encounter sections on astrology and astronomy, circular maps of the sky and star alignments. Although the drawings include familiar zodiac symbols, some of the mapped star clusters are too far away to be seen from Earth without a telescope.
And the strangest part, the biology section. Strange, tiny human figures bathing in tubes filled with liquid and green pools. Do these drawings depict microscopic cell structures, human anatomy, or a lost alchemical formula? The pharmacy section that follows describes how to make elixirs and medicines from those unknown plants. This book seems to gather all encyclopedic knowledge of a civilization not of this world in one place. This colossal work, devoid of any headings or punctuation marks, for whom was it written, and for what secret purpose? The answers lead us to the palace of one of history's darkest rulers, Prague. Tracing the book leads us to Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, a ruler obsessed with mystery and alchemy. Rudolph, believing the book contained a secret more valuable than pure gold, paid a fortune in gold for it. Those in the emperor's court believed the book was written by Roger Bacon, a brilliant scholar who lived in the 13th century. Bacon, a mysterious man accused of witchcraft by the church, who developed inventions and formulas far ahead of his time. Other suspects behind the book were John Dee, Queen Elizabeth's agent and astrologer, and Edward Kelly, who claimed to speak with angels. Could these two alchemists have created this forgery using an artificial language that never existed in order to defraud the emperor? If so, it would have taken them more than a human lifetime to do so. The book's linguistic structure is too perfect for a human to have fabricated. After the emperor's death, the book circulated widely. Letters sent from Prague to Rome sought help from the greatest geniuses of the time. Even Athanasius Kircher, the brilliant Jesuit priest who claimed to decipher the hieroglyphs, was helpless against the book and buried it deep in the library. Thus, the Voynich Manuscript fell into a deep sleep that would last for 300 years, until the Space Age. During World War II, the world's most elite cryptologists who cracked Nazi Germany's infamous Enigma code studied this book in their spare time. The legendary team led by William Friedman tried every mathematical and statistical method. The result? A big fat zero. Years later, modern computers and artificial intelligence algorithms came into play. All the world's languages were uploaded to the system. The AI suggested that the book might be a coded version of Hebrew, Latin, or an ancient Mediterranean language. However, no translation could provide a meaningful text. Because the book conformed to the natural evolutionary rules of languages, but there was no meaning. It was as if someone had completely locked away the meaning. The words in the book perfectly match the mathematical linguistic ratio found in every language, known as Zipf's law, so this is definitely not a made-up language. So where did this language that didn't match any other language on Earth, but possessed its own flawless mathematics, belong? One of the most radical theories claims the book comes from a lost civilization forgotten by humanity, or from a completely different dimension. The spiral galaxy figures among the sky drawings point to an astronomical knowledge that no human on Earth could have possessed at that time. Could this manuscript have been encrypted to protect an ancient natural secret that humanity is not yet ready to unravel? Every few years a historian or linguist emerges and declares, "I've deciphered the Voynich Manuscript." Some say it's an old health guide, others a book on women's health, and still others a secret diary of saints. However, all these claims are quickly refuted. The Voynich has also become one of the greatest sources of inspiration for popular culture. Games, novels, and films have been shaped around it. But no matter how thoroughly the copies are examined, the strange veil of mystery surrounding the original pages remains unlifted. Whoever the author may be, they managed to leave behind one of the most perfect and enduring puzzles in human history. Perhaps this book wasn't written in a language as we know it. Perhaps it's a frequency code that speaks directly to the mind. In the internet age, thousands of amateur researchers from around the world continue to examine these pages every day. But it waits silently in the dark vault of Yale University, defying all curious eyes and the power of technology. Those strange faces on the pages seem to be watching our desperate efforts, smiling at us from centuries ago. The Voynich Manuscript is history's greatest and most elegant blow against the arrogant rise of knowledge. Do you think this mysterious book will ever be deciphered, or will this secret disappear along with humanity?
Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Global History Agenda to continue exploring the hidden secrets of the past.